It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion. It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Giants. What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here we go. Come. Apple.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Hodgins in motion. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Throwing Jones. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Looking to throw. Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to have this short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And Young's throw there incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you did? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Here we go, hey. Up, go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. There he goes, left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
You want to look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A first down throw for Young. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Panthers nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give running left. It's Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
Young throw complete there to Mingo. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Shot, 17.
Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
3rd and short yardage, Young.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ballgame, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now Jones on 1st and 10. That's caught by Waller out left side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They go play action here on 1st down. Well, that's complete to Shepard. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defense
under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. In motion left, the tight end. Jones now going to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Blankenship's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach Turn this defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Young will set to throw. That is taken in by Hurst. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. Set. Fight. White. Claws red. Set.
First and 10, Young. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Come on. Set. Sit. Rebel. Smash. Red. Set.
It'll be Young again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Red. Yellow. Black ultra. Plastic. Stick. Red. Cycle.
Now Young. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted all time. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And now third down and 6 to go.
Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Watch out now. 60 Q. Yellow. Black shot. Hut. Check white.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're back to 3rd and long. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Johnny Hanker now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked. well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the 36-yard line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Jones looking to change the play.
Great. Okay, here we go, boys. Here we go.
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. A good pickup there at 22.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's go get one.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
It's hauled in by Shepard. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Back to throw again. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame.
William Jackson with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2nd and a couple.
Ultra. Ready?
Another run with Sanders. Fights through him.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders down at the 25.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's a 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football. He's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding, because that one was well over everyone's head.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Left side here to Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darren Waller, 81 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Young. And that's complete to Sanders. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On the move to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Looking to throw, Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A first down carry for Barkley. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Jones. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Throwing Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it. Because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. To throw, Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go play action. Young. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Young, he's going to change it up. To throw is Young. To throw on second down. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
They'll run. It's Sanders. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's second down and 3. Second down, back to Sanders.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Young to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Now Young.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting.
Jones. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock.
So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs.
The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.